When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the Wiregrass of Alabama in Troy and home to the Troy Trojans. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the South Alabama Jaguars, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Troy Trojans. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Trojans will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So the South Alabama Jaguars offense will have the football first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Bob.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You have got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold on.
That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on 4th down. Instead, they back up. And the Jaguars will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. So Troy's offense has the ball for the first time. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you've got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone, mix it up, give different looks, because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Gonna run it, it's Paul. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's taking the shot. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. Throws for the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. They'll run it from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll run it to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Trojans. And they turn it into a defensive score.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to go up top on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Power football with the run. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
The Jaguars with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Out of the gun. The inside handoff to the running back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And a nice job by the running back finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Complete on 3rd down. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Jaguars are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Not enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first.
Breaks into the open. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. We've come to the end of the period. It's Troy holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air on first down. Gets it out fast. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage.
Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Jaguars! The extra point here would tie the game. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. They just haven't been able to get much going so far, punting it away on both possessions. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. He's going to fire deep. Makes the catch down the right side. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Creates a little space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Defense in press coverage. They'll go read option left on 2nd down. And he's hit and taken down behind the line of scrimmage. 8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. From inside the 10, here he comes. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They want to run this quarterback. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Quick step and go. They believe in this running game, and he's out across the 40 to the 43 before going out of bounds.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. And the Trojans want to move quickly. After run, now throw. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead. I'm going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
He'll get rid of it. Got his man downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Going to try to get it himself. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab over the middle. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Makes the catch. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun 1st half between these rivals. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this 1st half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Jaguars will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
They'll give it to him again. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Give to the back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run.
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Trojans decide to punt it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. He's going to let it go. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Quarterback adapting. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Look out, he's got room. And they'll knock him down.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
Quick handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Trojans come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Motion from the back. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Flips it out to the back. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Using the quick game. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. They're setting up the screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So now on comes the field goal unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Smashes it between the uprights. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, the bad blood between Oregon and Oregon State dates back to 1894, at least on the football field, a top-5 rivalry, and it's gone final. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a
Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic, and that's exactly what happened.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Jaguars are on the move. Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got the first down and more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Really nice run there, and you've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the third quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he is looking really good.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls in.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Jaguars come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. He'll go to the sneak. And the Jaguars back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Got it in the middle. It's Peters. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Into the house. Touchdown, South Alabama. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Bulldozes his way through. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. They just barely saved themselves from giving up a score on the final play of the 3rd period, and will carry that one into the 4th. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Troy!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Now they'll try to tie it up with the 2 late. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Great play by the defense there. You're winning by 2. You can't allow them to tie it. Someone's got to make a play, and they show up in a big moment.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. Motion from the wideout. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down. Man, you have to do everything in your power not to let your momentum carry you out of bounds short of the first down marker.
And I would argue, too, maybe you run your route a little bit deeper. You got to understand where the first down marker is and where I got to get to. But, yeah, I'm not running out of bounds. I'm lowering my shoulder and trying to get as much yardage as I can to make this 4th down manageable.
The Jaguars have it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. The Jaguars have this offense rolling. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Ran through the contact. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. And the Jaguars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Handoff from the gun. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Back open in the middle. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Line gets set, 1st down. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. They go to the ground. There he goes. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The Jaguars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead.
29, Troy, 19.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. One more play to pad the stats. Looking downfield on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Pulls it in. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.